Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden. It's so good to be with you this beautiful Wednesday, March 15th, 2019. And I just wanted to take you around so that you could see the garden. It's just looking so beautiful with the green leaves. Everything is so green and lush because it's been raining here in my Zone 6 garden in the northeast for a couple of days. It rained last night and everything is alive and well. It's just blooming and bursting with life. Yes, there's just so much life in the garden. So I just want to take you around so that you can see what's happening and enjoy it with me. Today is May 15th. And this is what the garden looks like. It has been raining so much here in the Boston area, my Zone 6. And everything is growing so well. The hostas are up. As you could tell, I have a hosta garden. And everything is just growing so well. This has been a very rainy season. The trees are starting to leaf out. Mighty oak. My maple tree here. Some of the other trees. And so I am gaining privacy. Isn't that nice? My tulips are finished. As you can see, they're on the ground here. The tulip blooms scattered on the ground. But in its place is coming the purple sensation alliums. They're on the rise. Look at them. And they're about to burst open. All we need is a little sun. Now these tulips opened up. These tulips opened up here and they are so beautiful. I got them from Costco and they look exactly like the package. I'm going to do this again. I also purchased some coleus. I put the coleus in and they look well established from all of the rain. Aren't they pretty? I love the leaves of these coleus. And it's amazing, these daffodils have decided to hang on in there. Very pretty. It's also from Costco. I had purchased these coleus from Costco. But I'm really impressed with these tulips. They're so different. Isn't that pretty? Now in this bed here, you can see my knockout rose bush that I bought myself for Mother's Day. And also in this bed, you can see the bleeding hearts. They just spread and fill out this garden so well. I love them. Every year at this time they pop open. And just add a little pink to the garden. Now these are my daylilies. I call them ditch lilies. They're pretty, they're orange when they come up, but they're going to fill out and add some color for the summer. Well, the daffodils are gone, and these hostas are going to cover them up and give them a chance to gain some strength in their bulbs for next year. And I'm planning on planting some more daffodils in the fall to put in this border, to continue the border all the way down here. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But here you can see the hydrangeas coming up. They're actually leafing out really well, and I believe I'm going to have a lot of blooms. Now, hidden behind here is the rhododendron, and it's doing okay. I love this. Look at this hosta. And this is a astilbe back here. Another hydrangea. This bed is filling out very, very nice. Here's another hosta, and this hosta is called Elegance. I bought this hosta about 10-12 years ago, and I thought I'd lost it, but it has come back. But look how beautiful it is, and you can see the raindrops on it. Now, last year I planted these hydrangeas from cuttings, and look at that, they're coming back. And here is the rhododendron plant that I bought at Lowe's. I just love these hostas. I may get flowers from this particular hydrangea because you can see the buds coming up. So that means that I may possibly get hydrangea flowers from that. And here is one of the seedlings. The hydrangea seedlings coming up there. And another one. And this is another piece of elegance with my other hosta. I don't remember the name of it, so I can't tell you, but it's beautiful. Here is another hydrangea. And another seedling. Now, I don't know what this is, what it's called, but they come back every year, and I'm just going to have to pull them away from any of my hydrangeas, the little ones. And here is again the rhododendron from Lowe's that I planted last year, and another hydrangea. So in this area here, I'm going to add some more daffodils next year and let it fill out this bed. Now over here too is a stilby. Now I know you can hear that plane because I live in the city. Well, my apple tree is doing well, and peach tree and pear tree. You could tell that I'm excited about them because I talk about them every time. The geraniums are coming up, and they're about to flower. Now look at this. Remember when it was just dirt? Look at the difference. In just a few months, I think April, May, a few weeks, we see a change. Just really beautiful. Look at this bed. I like how the white variegated grass is popping up there. Yeah, isn't that nice? Now this is the time of the astilbe too. Look at this astilbe. It's going to bloom shortly. It's getting ready. And of course, I have purple alliums all throughout the garden. I think I have hundreds of them. And they make the garden at this time look so beautiful. Now this here is mustard greens, wild mustard greens. I love the little white flowers, so I keep them in the garden, but then I'll go through and pull them out. And here's some more hostas. Now this hosta plant is a heritage hosta for me. It was in my great aunt's, garden. She was like a grandmother to me, and I dug it out and I put it in my garden so that I can always remember her from this hosta. And that fern, that's from my mother's garden, where we used to live, I grew up at. I dug out that fern. I think it's maidenhair fern. And I put it in my garden, and every year it comes back. Now here is the rose bush that I got from Home Depot. Yep. Now this here that you see, that's goatsbeard, and it's going to open up soon too. I just love these hosta leaves. That's why I came out, so that you can see the hosta right after the rains. And see how the water just bubbles up on them? It's just so lovely. Could you hear the birds along with the airplane? Now these tulips are from Costco that I planted last year, and they look so beautiful with the apple tree and trees and the plum tree that I planted last year. And they're late tulips for me, they're also going to open up with the alliums that I planted around the trees. I love this bed. Came out so pretty, exactly as I imagined it would be. It's just lovely. Now here is my angel trumpet tree. The other one that I had did not survive the winter, but this one did. And hopefully it will flower early. Usually it doesn't flower until late in the season, and I don't get to see its beautiful blooms. But I dug it in, placed it into the ground, and put a lot of compost underneath it and surrounding it so that the roots will be healthy. And I also gave it some fertilizer, so hopefully it will bloom early, because it started to leaf out early. I'm trying to give it a head start, and I'm looking forward to seeing beautiful flowers from it. Well, over here, now over here is this bed, and I have a plum tree, but I wanted to show you right here. I planted some potato stubs or seedlings, and they are coming up. Isn't that fantastic? This is the first time that I've ever planted potatoes, you know, from the little potato buds, and they look great. I put it here so that I can monitor it, and then right here it gets a lot of sun, so it should be healthy and nice. And I'm going to also add some dirt, you know, and mound it up and do all that I need to do. But I'm very happy to see that. Over here is my lemon balm, and I planted in some tomatoes actually in amongst the apple tree area, because of course these are going to die back, and so the tomatoes will take its place. Here with the purple sensation, I also planted some garlic, and it's just garlic from the store. I just wanted to test it out and see how it would grow, and they're coming up. Sorry about that. Now here is my lemon tree. I also planted some tomatoes here, and that's early girl tomatoes, and they're going to come up looking pretty. I also planted mint here. There was mint planted over there where the tomatoes were, but they didn't come back, so I decided that I would put the tomatoes there, put the mint here. And here's my cabbage. I bought some cabbage as starts, and I'm going to try out the cabbage. Now this back bed, this side bed actually, here are the carrots. I planted these carrots and they're coming up. Look at how this bed filled out. Very nice. I really love my hostas. This is Sir Francis William Hosta. And every year they come up so beautiful, very glorious. It's going to fill this whole bed. This whole area will be filled with the leaves of the hosta. over here, that's an iris. And those fern, that's from my aunt's garden or yard. I dug them up, I saw them, they were so beautiful, and I was desiring to have some fern, and when I saw that fern in her yard, I dug it up. And they sold the property, but now I have this fern to remind me of her. She's since passed away, but I have the fern, and anytime I look at it, it reminds me of my aunt. She was a wonderful woman. Now back there in this corner here is a climbing rose bush that I purchased from Home Depot, and it's doing well. Over here, in here are the Gladiolus that I planted last year. They're coming back. And right here, that's a foxglove I purchased this year and put in the garden. So I'm excited to see what happens with that. But the star of the show this morning and at this time are the hostas. I'm still protecting my hydrangea from the cold. I also purchased this oregano. It's doing well, and this is time. I just have to get some dirt, fill that in. Look at my curly pink rose bush. It looks happy this morning. And I had made some cuttings of the angel trumpet tree over winter, and I potted them up, so hopefully I'll be able to get some more trees. It'll grow up and I'll be able to save it. But check out these hostas. I love this hosta because it's different from the Francis William. Inside of this, it's light, and then it has the dark green outside, but the Francis Williams, it's the reverse. It's the light outside and the dark green inside. Now this year I believe I'm going to get a lot of blossoms from this hydrangea bush, and this is it slips me, but it's one of those famous bridegroom I think, hosta. Yeah, it's like white and then it turns into a blue, baby blue. My geraniums are doing well. Look at the garden from this view. Absolutely heavenly. So I planted some cabbage starts here because I planted over in another section and I don't think they got enough sun, but here I can really monitor them. And then I love the shape of the cabbage leaves. So it's just regular cabbage start. And then I also planted some celery here, and I'll be able to monitor them. I think they look so beautiful with the impatiens. And of course my lilies are going to be coming up here. Look at them. Nice and bold. And I have these other plants that I planted here. The cleome and the lupin and the fennel, and right in here I planted some gladiolus, so hopefully they will come up as well. last year I planted it there, but I put it too deeply in the ground, and they never showed up. I think like one did, but not the way that I wanted it to look. So that's what I'm hoping for, that it will come forth nicely. But look at that. Enjoy the tulips. This is their time with my knockout rose. Isn't that nice? And the back bed over there, my husband's working on that. We'll put some tomato plants in there, and we'll see what happens next. But that's the garden. Good morning. Well, if you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Don't be afraid to like this video, and let me know what's happening in your garden. How is your garden growing? Well, I hope that it's doing well. And see you next time in Catherine's garden. It's so nice to be out here. Remember to subscribe to Lady Wisdom Speaks Academy on YouTube. Be blessed.